Again today to have a chat to you about moving into autumn and some of the things we see quite common here at Snowy Vets revolving around horses. So lots of colic cases, laminitis cases, skin conditions, and also parasites. So colic cases, we're seeing quite a lot of feed getting around at the moment after the recent rain. Which means horses are eating quite a lot, but with the cooler temperatures, they're not drinking as much as normal. So this quite ends up as a colic. Horses are, usually biting and pawing at their stomach, just really agitated, up and down quite a lot off food and not as much manure output as normal. This is a medical emergency, so seek veterinary attention immediately and have a little bit of a think about whether or not referral is an option for you in terms of surgery for colic cases. The next one we see quite a lot of is laminitis. The flush feed comes with a lot of sugar content at this point, which leads to laminitis for our ponies. Quite often leads anywhere from mild to significant lameness, and a lot of sore-footed horses, they're going to try and get their weight off those front feet mainly. So they've got those front feet stretched and they're leaning right the way back. These guys are usually medically managed mainly with pain relief. Sometimes radiographs are necessary if it's the second time or they're kind of a chronic laminitic pony. And we'll talk to you about ways to manage them in terms of keeping them off grass early morning and late at night, and trying to keep them on the grass just during the day when it's warmer. And also, if we need to stabling them in deep bedding and, soaking the hay that we're giving to them at this point. The third one is skin conditions. So things like rain scald, greasy heel for those white-footed horses, and thrush. Walking through the wet ground and wet grasses can quite often lead to thrush. Trying to keep horses out of the rain. Treating them with an iodine bath is a good idea if we're experiencing rain scald. For anything else, it's kind of, a trip to the vet. But ways we can minimize that is, keeping them out of sodden paddocks if we can, and making sure we're picking up their feet and picking them out daily. And the last one we want to chat to you about are parasites. So the flush brings with it really good growth conditions for larval stages in most of our worms. So making sure we're worm egg counting those horses instead of just blanket treating, so we don't end up with any resistance, and we're treating horses when we need to, so that we don't uncover any other issues, would be our recommendation. But as always, if you've got any questions about anything we've mentioned in today's video, please get in contact with us and we'll have a chat.